Alright guys, I just finished up another live video. It's Sunday. I wanted to leave that video at a decent time, but I still wanted to show you guys something else. Something that me and some of my teammates were talking about on how to space round wire. There was some kind of technique I kind of mentioned to them, and they kind of helped me out. Crazy Face McGee and Mike, Big D Coils. They kind of helped me out along the way to make it even a better idea. So it's how you space round wire and keep it spaced without, like, if you guys ever see me do a staple stagger fuse Clapton, the Clapton moves on it, and I like it to move on it, but let's just say I wanted to do it a way where I got the perfect spacing and I want to keep it so it doesn't move. Alright, so if you wanted to do it so it doesn't move, now you're going to waste wire this way because it's not a loop method, but it's going to be perfect spacing. Like, it's undoubtedly like just perfect spacing. So you do waste wire. I do want to show you how much wire you waste doing it this way, and I'm kind of going to break down how much money it actually costs, the amount of wire that you're wasting, because I've actually thought about this. I was going to do this in a pre-recorded video, but I remember all of it, so I'm just going to do it live. So how I'm doing this is, if you guys ever seen me do, yeah, I don't even need a calculator, but if you guys ever seen me do an interlocking alien or my enigmas, when I want to get an interlocking alien, I clapped in a piece of wire halfway up. Alright, and then I loosen that Clapton a little bit. And then I take the same wire and Clapton in the gaps, and it makes it a little longer, and it makes it a parallel Clapton. So the way I'm spacing this wire, in theory, is that first Clapton, I'm going to remove that. But before I do, I'm going to tighten this wire up. Alright, and then I remove that first one, and this wire is going to stay spaced. Okay, so it's like parallel Claptoning, but super simple. You don't have to hold both wires. You do one wire at a time. It's like, if you know how to Clapton a wire, you know how to do this. It's so simple. In fact, it's probably even easier than Claptoning a wire. So I needed to make space wire anyway. We're not talking dual spool staggering. I'm forcing it in there. Yes, it's a force fuse. Just peep what I'm doing, alright? So, I'm going to be spacing, I'm going to get out some 26 gauge nichrome. Exactly, it's kind of like force fusing, but just watch this shit. I'm gonna blow your fucking minds. Blow them. Alright, so I'm gonna get a piece of 26 gauge. I'm gonna cut it at, like, I don't need that much. I'm gonna do about 12 inches. I'm gonna cut this. Let me measure it. Cutting a piece of 26 gauge, a little over 12. So there's just a million different ways to get your round wire spaced, and this is just a way that I feel like I kind of figured out, and I would like to share. But, you know, there's just so many ways to loop method. There's so many ways to parallel Clapton. And this is just a way that, you know, an idea I was playing around with. And it turned out to work out pretty good. I really liked how it worked out. So now, I'm going to take my 26 gauge wire. I'm going to attach it to my swivel just like I would do any other core. I got a 90 bent in it. and I'm going to put it into my drill. Alright, so now I'm going to do this with 34 because there's actually a build I need to use this wire for, and it requires 34 gauge spaced Claptons. So let me just, my spool looks a little fucked up here. What the fuck? There you go. Alright, so the piece of wire I have here, so just pay attention to my measurements here. The piece of wire I have here is exactly 12 inches. I got 12 inches of clean wire. It doesn't have to be exactly, but just kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to put my 34 gauge into the chuck. You could do this with any gauge Claptoning wire. My drill's in the forward motion, clockwise. I'm going to Clapton up this wire with a tight Clapton to 5 inches. It's like 5 1/4 inches right there. I'm going to grab the 34, put my drill in reverse. 1, 2, 3. I count to 3, and that loosens my Clapton up just a little bit. Now, I'm going to cut this. I leave like a little bit on, I guess like 1/8 of an inch of the wire. Let me show you. Come on. Focus, douchebag. Ain't nobody got time for this. There you go. See, I left a little bit on. Alright. Now, I loosen that up. And I am going to put the 34 gauge into my chuck. And I'm going to Clapton in the gaps of the first Clapton. It's just squeezing in there. Since I loosened up the Clapton a little bit, it just squeezes in there. It's just forcing itself into the gap. Alright. Okay, I'm at the end here where that other wire stops. So you see it's right here and I'm coming up on it. I want to Clapton past that. So I want to have more Clapton on this second one than the first one. So once you get up to that little nub sticking out, just be careful that you pass it and that you don't grab it and take it down, which is what I'm about to do here. See, last time I just cut it flush. I was trying to be tricky this time. I don't think it's going to work though. Let me reverse this a bit. Alright, so you know what? I'm just going to cut this as flush as I can, that first one. And now go past this one. So this is where the first one ends. I'm going past it a good ½ inch. And now I'm going to clapton over it. Now, when I do that, I'm pulling tight. Alright, pull the wire tight when you go past it. You don't want this wire to be loose. Alright, now this should stay, but I did hot glue it the last time. So I'm going to hot glue it. Just that second wire at the end here. Just to make sure it stays. And then I also hot glue it on this end at the drill. Just a little dab will do you. Get it on there with the drill. All right. Now the first clapton, I still have the end here, so I'm going to pull that end out. And I already know I'm going to see it in the comments. I just use a loop method. Why don't you use a loop method? I do parallel clapton. Why don't you do parallel? Every time I do parallel clapton, I get a clean one. Every time I do a fucking loop method, I get a clean one. Why don't you just do a loop method? Hey, did you ever see the loop method? I've seen it all. I know everything. There's so many different ways. Some things don't work for other people. I'm showing them, maybe try this. I kind of like this way. It makes it perfect without it moving. I know there's a million different ways. I know that you might be better than me at building. That's fucking awesome. I know I'm going to see it in the comments. That's great. I know there's a million different ways. Whatever works for you. I'm just here doing videos because I like it and to show people other things. Alright? If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. I really don't give a shit. Alright, so I'm going to grab that piece. And you do have to pull off in like a 90-degree angle or the same angle that you would clapton. Drills in reverse. I don't think anybody's ever seen this method. I just made this up. Wouldn't it be easier if you just did the loop method? Yeah, it would be easier. Wouldn't it be easier if you left me the fuck alone? Alright, now I got to the end where I hot glued it. And I'm just going to cut it clean. No need to take it all the way. Alright, so now in theory, it should be perfectly spaced. And since I tightened it up, it don't fucking move. Alright, you just got to tighten that up really tight. And it don't move. And even if it did move a little bit, that's okay. It's still perfectly spaced. But the reason why I'm doing this is so it doesn't move. I want them spaces. Yeah, fuck you, you dickhead. So what about the button method? Yeah. I use the button method. That's always worked good for me. Like, fuck you, dude. Why are you even watching a video on how to stagger wire if you already know how to stagger wire? Fucking jerk. I wish your videos were a little bit shorter. And then that same person a month later. I don't think you explain enough. You just said a month ago they're too fucking long. I shorten them up and now I don't explain enough. If I explain it, the videos are going to get longer. I swear to God that's happened in real life. Your videos are too long. Alright, I'm going to start putting out shorter videos. Comments on the shorter video. I don't think you explained this one enough. You fucking jerk off. I get it. Some people want short videos, some people want long videos. I think I put a good amount of short videos out there. I mean, look at other builders. They put up a video a fucking month and then they leave. I fucking got up 80 fucking videos. I got more short videos than any other builders got videos altogether. And then this fucking guy, fucking Drew, here comes Drew. He'll say, well, why don't you just do the loop method, right? And I think there's room for short videos, because I think it would be good to have short videos and long videos. Some people do just want to get, like, the gist of it. Like, some people already know. Like, I know how to stack ribbon. I just want to know what gauges are you using for an alien stag. I want to know what you kind of stretch it at. And that's fine. I don't mind making both videos. But, pay attention to that's what I'm doing. Don't comment on it's too long. Then don't watch the long one. Or that's the great thing about YouTube. Pause the fucking video and watch the rest later. Who gives a shit if it's too long? It's there. Watch it fucking later. Nobody cares what you think, really. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I do care what you guys think. Constructive criticism is good. And I kind of do like seeing comments like that. Like, there's a nice way to say things and there's a bad way to say things. I don't mind saying, hey, it would be cool to have a couple short videos too. That's cool. Some people already said that. They said it in a good way. Some people say it in a fucked up way that nobody wants to listen to. If your wise-assness comes through on a text, I don't even want to read it. I really don't. That's a big thing too. People don't pay the fuck attention. I get a lot of questions of stuff that I've already answered all the time. I'd say about 50% of the messages, if they're asking a question, it's a question that I've answered already. And sometimes it's a question I answered in numerous videos. If you need to find something on my channel, the best thing to do is go to the playlists and just look at it through subsections. So if you need to know just an alien, go to my playlists. Go to beginners. Go down to the alien video. That's the best way to do it. If you want to know an enigma, go to my playlist, go to advanced builds, go to the Enigma video. You know, if you want to know how to stagger ribbon, and you know I did that live, go to the live videos, go down, advanced videos, whatever. That's the best way to navigate. Because there's so many videos on there now. I understand that it's hard for some people to find some stuff. But for beginners, go to the playlist, go to beginners. Have you ever parallel clapped in high school fucking loop? And of course, I'm being a little dramatic. It doesn't really piss me off that much. If it did, I wouldn't do it. But people are funny. And that's just what it is. People are funny. Some people don't pay attention. Some people do. People are funny. I think most of these guys know, I got quite a good amount of patience. So, shit like that really doesn't bother me all that much. But it makes me laugh. I still don't know what this video is. Probably the button. Probably the button. On a week vacation from work, that's nice. I guess. Actually, I would drive myself nuts in a week. I'd have to, like, make some videos. I can't just sit around and relax. It makes me feel like I didn't get nothing done. Oh, yeah. Everybody's not going to please everyone. I already know that. I know that. And the more followers or subscribers you get, the more there's going to be people that don't like you, the more that you're going to get trolls, the more you're going to get more thumbs down. I understand that already. That's all stuff I knew before getting into this, and I don't really let it bother me. I don't even monetize my channel yet. Whether I'm going to in the future, I don't know, but I'm not making no money off this, so the thumbs down at this moment doesn't really bother me at all. I really don't care. I got a good enough Instagram to get people over here and watching. It's moving along pretty good. Yeah, and the video quality will get better. You know, it's just one of them things. If you want the video quality to get better, buy some coils, because all the coil money goes to the channel giveaways, a camera. I'm saving up for a camera now, so just like any other channel, the camera will get better, the production will get better. See, but when I monetize, you're going to start seeing commercials. I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to watch my language. I'm definitely not going to be allowed to put music in my videos. There's already a couple videos I would have to take down. The commercials is a big thing, and there's no sense in monetizing until you're actually going to make money. Like, if I monetize now, we're talking at like $15 a month I'd be making. It's not even worth it. And then you guys have to sit through commercials because of $15 a month. So I might as well wait until, you know, it's worth it. And then fuck it, you guys are watching commercials. I just want trippers. A 200 wrap coil. So rip trippers, I use crock swivels. Crock swivels, I'll show you in a second. So Rip Trippers was the first guy that really even had build videos out. So if you were building that long, that's where you seen the first crazy builds, was Rip Trippers. And then it was like Twisted Messes. If you go into my playlist, I have a section called other channels I've been on. I got to put the new Sherlock Holmes on there. But the first video that I was on Fresh's channel, I kind of explain how I started building. But these are the swivels I use. Get the 330 pound crock, Bill Fisher, stainless steel dual rotation ball bearing swivels. Yeah, Rip looks like he did lose some weight fairly quick. And he's got that haircut, he's got that Ricky Vaughn haircut from fucking Major League too. So I got 6 inches of a Clapton. Loosen it up a little bit. Cut it flush now. Yeah, you need ball bearing swivels. Don't just get the ones that spin that are just I don't know what those are called, but you want ball bearing swivels. Definitely. Stainless steel ball bearing. What am I doing here? Now I'm going to grab my 34 again. Put it into my drill. Spin. Go in the gaps. Now this time, before I get too far, I'm going to hot glue here now. I think it's smarter to hot glue it now. I want to get me some hobby clips. Those are the ones like, I want the one with the magnifying glass, or the ones that, you know, they have the arms on them, right? And they're little clips. Hedgehog and Razorback. Drew, did you see my Staggertons? I'll show you what I just built. Pretty badass, man. It's good to pull pressure on it. On the fusing wire. Like, pull good pressure. Alright, I'm going past the first one. Now, I'm pulling tight. Pulling really tight. I want this clapton to be tight on there. And then I'm going to go back and clapton over itself. Yeah, 46 is a lot of fun. So I claptoned over itself. Whoopie daisy. Now I could cut that 34 off. Yeah, change your swivels if it's twisting. That is a good tip. Now, it's not absolutely necessary to hot glue this, but I just think it's just an extra precaution to do. So, here it is. Kind of hot glue it to the core up here. Alright, now I'm going to go down here to where the first clapton stops. And I just got to expose it a little bit so I can grab onto it with my needle noses. It's important to leave a space with the second one after the first one, so you could see it and grab onto it. Man, this is tight on there. This is probably the trickiest part of this build, of this kind of technique. Oh man. So sometimes you could just, if you can't get it, you could put the drill in reverse and just put your fingers on it here. And that'll fuck it up a little bit. And kind of expose it, I guess. See it? Seems like I did the first one a little better. This is the situation you don't want to get yourself into with this method. I may have to yeah, you'll be waiting a long time to see that loop method. Come on. Everything's clapped and I swear if I was trying not to get this off, it would fall right off. What the fuck is going on? I really don't want to cut it. Cutting it kind of just defeats the purpose of what I just did. It's going to relieve tension on the second Clapton, which is really not what I want to do. I almost got it. It's just the Clapton's so tight. It's really hard to get it started away. Just something you really got to pay attention to when you're doing it. Alright, there, I got it. I did have to cut the second Clapton a bit, so I gotta re-hot glue the second Clapton on. In fact, let me tighten it. So I'm holding it and putting the drill in reverse just to tighten that Clapton back up. And now I could hot glue it back onto the core so it stays. Let me wait until it dries. Man, that took a long time. I was hoping to get this a 30-minute video. Fuck you. Oh, damn. I haven't been charging my phone this whole time. I can't believe it lasted that long. Yeah, I just wanted to show this quickly. It just didn't go quickly. And now this clapton doesn't move on there if you get it nice and tight. This one's moving a little probably because I freed it up a bit. But still, a perfect space clapton. If it's moving a little, just be careful. But the idea is to get it on there tight. Just be careful with what I just did. Don't hide that first clapton to where you can't get it out. So now I got 2 frames. I can make my staple stagger fuse clapton with that I got to make for my buddy. I made them the other day with 34 gauge spacing and fusing, and he like really liked them. So he wanted another set. 34 gauge. Okay. That's what you like. That's what you like. There they are, Drew. 9 wrap alien stags, all stainless steel. 2836. Yeah, Brad's just fucking with me. He thinks he's real funny. I think he is. Hopefully he was just fucking with me. Yeah, these should color up really nice. And just so, in case you guys didn't see these from last night, these are what's going to go into the drop for, whatchamacallit, who won? What's his name? I forget who won. But these are going in the drop. That was one in the giveaway. Parabolic. Tokes, that's right. Tyler Oaks. What you like, parabolics, nerd? Tokes takes it. Yeah, I fucked up the ribbon. So yeah, it's horizontal ribbon on the frames. I wanted them to stand up, but they went flat. No big deal. But I'm super psyched about these. Alright, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, leave this video pretty short. I just wanted to stop by and show you guys this, so. Until Tuesday, that's when the build-all video is coming out, pre-recorded build video. Hope everybody's excited. I'm trying to do my best on it to make it a cool video. Taking some inspiration from Coil Wars, you know. Other than that, this is all I got, guys. This is all I got for tonight. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Most likely I'll do a video on Instagram this week at some point. New batteries. Gotta love a fresh battery. He said, "Dag, I miss alcoholism." See yous. Thanks for hanging out for 2 videos. Hopefully this one didn't bore the hell out of you. At the one part. But hopefully you learn a new technique. Peace out. Have a good week.